Looks like snow. Never mind.
Speaking to the mic.
Popeyes. Yeah. And you expect her to carry all that too?
Hello, and welcome. Oh,
Oy vey.
to the Muted SYWB podcast. I'm Dylan.
I need you to turn around. I need the camera
This
to
is Jason.
witness what the hell that is. All right, now shake it up and down.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, don't off center the camera.
The dust flew off my hat.
Yeah, by the way, no,
That's
it
Jason.
blew off the backpack too. I'm getting really worried, though.
That's
I'm getting really
Jason.
worried. They know my name. They're not...
Cut the camera. That's Jason. You idiot. You dummy. You again, just like last week, he's staring at the camera in front of him. You said you don't want to watch it. Oh, apparently so.
I have to, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. That's too funny. Yeah, 5 minutes ago he was like, I don't need to watch it.
Like,
I got it down pat. Yeah, I don't want to watch it. First cue in, he's like, I can't tell. Thank you.
Hello, and see you with Rainbow Podcast.
Watch my dog. She's over here being like, I own this place.
I'm gonna go die on the Appalachian Trail later today.
Are you gonna record that?
Dying, yeah.
Okay, good.
Don't worry.
Send
The lady will be there.
Oh, careful.
Ah, no! I don't even have a quarter.
Here.
Give me a second. No. It's gotta be from mine. Hold
I
on.
left these on purpose. I go check. Oh yeah. Give me my shibubili. Would you believe? You would have that. Ugh.
There goes my food budget for the Appalachian. Why are you cutting? This is not pointing.
That is not pointing.
What? And this is also Roman salute. I can't do it again.
Don't.
Dude, it's so. I just edited that last
You've done it 3
It
times
is so
already.
funny. So it's just me and a blur. I go like this. I go, and I can hear the lady. She's like, "Please stop."
Yeah, 'cause she's worried for you because you're leaving a fucking digital footprint.
So,
and
but no, the
someone's gonna have
digital
to look at
footprint
this.
is blurry. That's what it is. I'll tell you that shit.
That's true. People know I exist now. Don't do that here. That's so
I'm gonna
disgusting.
vacuum later.
With what vacuum? I don't even have a vacuum.
What? Your vacuum broke?
No.
Then we have a vacuum.
I've never seen you use my vacuum. I vacuumed this place instead.
have not offered
numerous
it.
times. I've already thousands of times
No.
already.
You
I've
offered
already
one
offered it.
time, and then
Yeah, and it stayed there all 5 days. So that's why I was like, okay, I guess I'll just vacuum it myself. Get that out of here.
Today is a fairly special podcast because it marks. By the time this comes out, it'll be.
It marks
true.
the transition.
It marks a transition to where I can finally actually. Well, instead of saying "see you waiter," bitches, and it being one of us, I can say "see you waiter," bitches, because I'm a waiter, bitch. Cheers. Yay!
You confused me.
I'm a waiter now.
You confused me on that part.
Stop cutting.
A round of applause because he made it.
I said by the time this comes out, it'll be true.
Oh, by the time we got, not only did he announce that he dated it.
I just haven't taken the
That's
test.
so mean.
I haven't taken the written test because they couldn't. I couldn't take the test because they, for some reason. So I passed the
mock, right?
with flying colors. I only got one thing wrong. Even the timing was perfect. Like all the timings were absolutely perfect. The only thing I did wrong was I can't bleep this. Cut this out. Welcome back from the Patreon.
Welcome back from Patreon. We're gonna be doing that a lot today because I got some crazy stories.
The name of the show stays the same, but the meaning is different. And I've always planned that because I knew eventually, or I thought eventually, at least I would be a waiter. I had no idea what Jason was
Stop
doing with it.
the mic.
But now we're both waiters, so it's see you waiter.
What? Did you not believe that I could be a server with a waiter?
No, I didn't know what your goal was when you started the podcast.
Yeah, it was not to be a waiter. I can tell you that.
Man, your future employers, they hate this podcast. You give a lot of information out on this podcast.
Of course I do, because I look at them like, listen, at least you know that I can speak honestly, which means if I love the food, I will always sell it top notch. I'll make them believe that this is a one of a kind place.
Now he's selling himself.
Okay.
I don't know why you're not on him yet. Whole time you should have been.
But your food's shit, and I'm gonna tell them to.
Jason, he was saying a speech.
Mm-hmm. I'll say my speech, and now it's over.
All
A
right,
little late now.
I explained this last time. We need a fucking clock. Let's say it's been 7 minutes. 10:40. Let's not say it's been 7 minutes.
Yeah. So do you actually want to check on the actual time?
All right. So apologies for last week's episode, which is going to be all squishy, and for this intro, which is going to be all squishy and apparently echoey as well.
Oh, gosh damn it! All right.
Thank you for saying black.
Why did he say that with the capital B? He said it with capital BL.
The capital BC.
Shut up.
For
BC.
I could say something, but I'm just going to say
I'm not
before
gonna
Christ.
say it.
Hello again.
Before Christ.
We're so bad at this. What I was going to say a moment ago before Jason, I don't know what happened. Jason was like, the audio check.
Yeah, we were doing the audio check.
I was going to say,
Watch.
I was going to apologize for last week either way because we have to get on a schedule. We have to do this weekly because we fuck up whenever we have a month off and our vibe is different. Our flow is different.
We become different people when we
interrupt each other in the middle of our sentences. It happens too often on a podcast. All right. A podcast with 0 guests, by the way, happens with guests. It makes sense. People cutting each other off. When we just us two every week, we should not be cutting each other off. That is a problem. And last 2 weeks were bad. All right. I'm gonna say that visually and hostedly.
You say problem. I say it's a challenge. Okay, that's
Oh, it's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
I'll tell you that. Jason, how was your week?
My week was
I haven't
actually
seen you at all this week.
fantastic. Oh yeah, obviously because I finally got back in good health. My doctor said I'm okay, so I immediately left everybody behind to go celebrate.
Yeah, he immediately left us in the dust
Yeah.
of his goodwill and cut the
Apparently, I could sprint now.
good dust. I lost it. Go ahead. I don't like that story very much.
Okay. I don't know the story. Yeah, I wanted to join in, but I had no material for that. No. It was actually a pretty good solid week. I actually I did spend some time going back outside and going back out and to eat in some personal places that
I haven't seen you in the sun in like 17 weeks.
in the sun. Well, yeah, because you're sleeping during the sun. I know what you want.
All right, I can't even argue with that.
Yeah. So I've been waking up at 9,
Damn,
running around doing my own shenanigans, eating my fruits.
it's so early. I know. I said that just because of Deep Dish's face. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm
I know.
an
Yeah.
adult. I
yeah,
get up at
yeah,
6.
deep,
I get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Deep Dish his job requires him to wake up at 4. No,
It does
his
not
job
require
actually
him.
requires him to wake up at 6, but he comes in at
He gets
4.
up at 4. Yeah.
He gets up at 4. And he's like, all right, I want to celebrate myself. You just jumped down. What do you want?
I've written no notes in the last week because I've worked
Because I haven't seen
twice.
you at work. Yeah.
For the waiter this reason of the waiter situation. No need to cut to Jason when I'm talking.
You have the
that's what
screen in
you wanna
front of
hear.
you. What do you mean?
That's what you want to hear. No, but I have written down some of the questions that I have for the Mr. Flat Earth guy. Have you?
I think I only came up with 2, which
That's
was
fine.
which
Two is
was
fine.
the
I have
other
4 or
Yeah.
5, and some of them seem like they could be answered pretty long. Do you have any
That's
yet?
good. That's good. That's good.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I
it's a
did
good
not
number.
expect you guys to have done your homework. I'm so glad. Obviously not this week,
We're trying to be better people now.
but it is supposed to be next week, by the way. So we're kind of fucked because I have no idea how to do that yet. I hope he doesn't watch this podcast. Too.
Yeah.
What's the date next week? March. Is it the 23rd? Yeah. Then yeah,
Okay.
that'd be the date. That's hopefully the first. That is the first option I gave him was the 23rd. The 30th we cannot do it because I'm filming. So I'm on
And I'll be
set.
gone.
So I don't want to deal with that. No, on set. Yeah, the one I'm doing right now, the movie I'm doing right now.
No.
There might be a
Doesn't seem like
podcast,
it.
but I don't want to do a guest podcast while having, yeah. So it's either the 23rd or the 11th. I think it is. Or the 6th, I think it is, of April. So those are the 2 days that I gave him. Let's see if he answered.
What should be like? Oh, I can't make it. All this prepping for. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Last thing he said was, "Let me see if the date is set," because he's debating another flat earther. I think. Again, I can't say another because I don't know where he stands, which is why we're having him on. I really shouldn't be talking about this if
Maybe
it's
maybe
not. I
maybe
really
he's
should not
the
be talking.
anti-hero.
I never talk about things before they happen because
Yeah.
these situations they can fall flat, especially if it's a visitor on a situation like this. I don't know why I'm talking about it so much. I'm way too excited.
Flat. All right. Appreciate you on that one.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah. I was gonna say if he's talking to another well, no, not anti. He's talking to another flat earther. That makes him an anti-hero, right? Because he believed in them, and then he said, "This is not the
Anti-hero
way."
for them, yeah.
And then
Wait,
now he's transversing. Excuse me.
why
I
would you
guess my
cut to
dog
me?
has to be in the frame now because she won't stop shaking until I leave her like this.
She looked at the camera when I heard her click.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
oh, you know, you look.
So now it's gonna be the dog. She's in the frame now. She won't move. Okay, now she got camera shy. Oh, she got
That
camera
doesn't work
shy.
out. I can't even get a.
Yeah, I was gonna say no
Can't
offense. I don't think a Britney cam would be
even
necessary. She sleeps half the
can't
time.
even get a regular cam.
Yeah,
You know, I'm realizing how many cameras I fucking have here.
a lot. And thank God it's not pointed at any of our rooms. He
One,
said,
two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8.
"Was you gonna watch me play Vampire Survivor for like an hour or two?"
If you include my phone, I have 9 cameras in this house.
I love that game. It's so fun.
No, even more because if you count film cameras as well, like photo cameras as well, I have like 16 cameras in this house.
Yep. And only two of them are being used.
One, two.
The one in the middle
Get
is
these
dead.
camera ready. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you suck at this. God damn it. Why would you cut? I said cut to each camera. Ready? Huh? 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 Hey, that's pretty good. I guess I gave more warning.
You gotta give more feedback on him. You gotta let him know. You go one,
So
2, and 3.
enough time has passed for this story.
Oh, look at the cat.
Yeah. What? No.
No.
Which, by the way, we're back on the fun hours of late nights and early mornings. I can
Yes.
hear the birds out right now.
Yeah, the birds. They woke up.
I am starting to fix my life. Yes, I am. Look, I even have a thing. Don't cut to it.
Such a.
Okay. Cut to Jason. What does that say? Yeah. It's to remind me whenever I look at my phone in the morning that I can't just sit sit in my bed all morning. I have to get up and do stuff. All right. So shut up about it.
I have that's not normal anymore. Nobody does that. Yeah,
Are you? Can I
the
ask?
normal
Can I
now
ask a
is
personal question?
horrifying.
Can I ask a personal question? And we
Yeah,
can cut it out. Are you no issue either way? Come on, that was a good joke. Come
yeah.
on, cut to me. Come on.
I got my dog in my
A
lap.
very rare, non-offensive bye joke. We did good today, right, Jason?
I just feel
You don't
sorry
cut to
for
him when
them.
he's yawning. Now I'm about to yawn again because he was yawning. You're about to cut to me again.
Yeah. I just feel sorry for them. They always get the butt of the joke, and they always get ridiculed.
Is that another joke? The butt.
It is now.
Okay.
It is now. I didn't realize that.
Anyway, the story. Bleep. This is about. I don't think I need to say that, but because you'll get it as soon as I say it.
Oh, I have another one for him.
And the new girl.
Oh,
The
okay.
one who
So we got part 1 and part 2.
Okay. So
I'm listening.
let's try not to yawn. So we had a couple people, couple new people come in.
They're new.
Waiters. And you know how sometimes, Jason,
It's
deep
me.
dish. You know how sometimes when you have new people, you forget names,
Oh no.
right? You forget the people's names.
Oh.
It makes perfect. I do it too. I mess up people's names. Here's what I don't do. I don't mess up two. How am I gonna say this? I don't mess up two people's names because of the way that they are, because of their ethnic background. So when a certain waiter walks up, let me just say one of their names, let's say is what's a random name? let's say one of their names is Jamie, and one of their names is something different, Mary.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna go with
but
Joshua.
let's say they're more ethnic names. All right. This one waiter kept walking up.
Jocelyn.
This one waiter kept walking up to Jamie. And oh, okay. So one day, so they're both waiters, the new people, Jamie and Mary. Is that what I said? Mary, for one of the days, was working as a waiter assistant because of the way the scheduling worked out, and she also like it was a training day. So on that day, Mr. Waiter walked up to Jamie and said, "Hey Mary, can you go clean this table for me? I need to go blah 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 blah." And she was like, "Yeah, no, yeah, okay," because he thought that she was the one who was the waiter assistant, even though she was a waitress at the time. And to be fair, Mary was late, and he only read it on the sheet, so he didn't really have a name to face yet. But the perception at the moment, and Jamie didn't understand why he was asking her. And I never explained it to her, but I knew that he was confusing them because of their
My,
backgrounds.
mind you, the part that
This is the
makes
older man, the older guy.
but the part that makes me giggle is that they're both two different heights.
And
So
no, do you know what his excuse was? Because I pointed it out to him. So the
oh,
end of the story
okay. So he
is
does have an end. Okay. I was gonna say like
the end of
it's
my
like
story
Mario and
is
Luigi difference though. Like you got one that's right here, and you got
it's not
someone that's
though.
like there.
They
You
are
know?
very similar height. One is taller, but that's what his excuse was. Because I walked up to him after having the second time. The first time I didn't really pay attention. He said the wrong name. The second
Yeah.
time when he asked her again, so he was actually mistaking the person, not just the name.
Yeah. I figured as much. He tends to do that. He
It's
tends to
not.
do that.
I swear to God, it is not just a race thing. This is just the perception of what it felt like at the moment.
It's not a
So I walk up to him and I'm like, "Hey, you know that's Jamie, right? That's not Mary." And he was like, "No, that's oh, yeah, but that that they're both short and they're new. What am I?" And I was like,
for short in there. No.
well, yeah, he said he's what he's no, he didn't say that because I was like because there was a shocking moment. He was like, I can't remember what he said. He said some bad excuse, and I was like, that you're kidding me,
I
right? He's
really,
like,
I really
no, that's
thought.
not the reason. It's because they're both short and they're both new. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not.
I'm not gonna lie. I really thought you were gonna say like, what? Look at them. They're the same. Like I thought he was
Something
gonna say
like
something like
that. It
that.
was
And,
something like
okay.
that.
I he
He said something
he
like they're
cracks me
both
up.
something, and I can't remember what it was because it's so long ago now. I should
They're
have wrote
both
that
the
part down.
same. Look at them. Like no, they're not. I was okay. Well, one's short.
So that's yeah.
Uh,
Go on.
Bless him. Like despite all his issues and his shortcomings that he always goes
He
through
was very
with
confused.
us, um, he's exactly who you want as an older guy that kind of grows up because he understands today's agenda. He understands everything that's going on out in the world, and he actually takes time to figure everybody out. Especially those like in the LGBTQ community. Like he'll take time, but it's just the way he talks.
He
He's
is
been
rooted.
alive through so many things at this point that it's just like his vocabulary is so vast. But like
I shouldn't give out that information.
back then, it's one of those things. Like back then, it didn't mean anything because it didn't have anything
It
behind
didn't
it.
have a connotation. Yeah.
Yep. And now that a lot of words do, it's just funny to hear him speak some of these, and you're just
To
like,
be clear, he
whoa,
doesn't
whoa.
say
He doesn't say
slurs.
anything bad. No, no, no. He doesn't say anything bad. It's just in the
It's
moment of
just
like it's
miscommunication.
old words that have new meanings now. And you're kind of confused
Wait,
about
now I'm
that
confused what
one.
you're talking about. What words?
You know, it's just the way he thinks, like the way he will save himself on like certain situations, and like I think we mentioned this before. Like on certain tables, he has gone up to a certain table and he's like, all right.
Hope you can
So
afford this.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say yeah, yeah. All right. So who can afford this dinner? And I was like, don't say that to them. Don't say that to them. But
Cut to me. Breastfeeding.
breastfeeding. Okay, cool.
Breastfeed is illegal to say in certain federal
What a shocker.
places.
I guess he got fetishes in there, and I'm like, oh no, yeah, let Tim not be a part of that.
Also, chest feed, which I've never heard of.
What?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I've never heard of this, but I'm gonna guess what it is. I think chest feed might be a more inclusive word for breastfeeding.
Oh,
It's like saying pregnant person.
I thought you said chest feet, and I was
Oh
like,
no,
what the
just
fuck are you
feed.
talking
Yeah,
about? I'm
both you
like, yeah.
can't say.
I was gonna say like, yeah, they caught a government employee watching something, and they're like, okay,
By the
we
way,
gotta annex this word.
speaking
Okay,
of
this whole term.
inclusion, the only time so there's two words you can't say as well. We said this over the first time is black and Latinx. Those are the only two situations where they just put them in the same list. It's the phrase here is black and Latinx, so you can't say. The rest of them
Latinx.
are like either two words together or just their own word, but they lump those two together in one because they couldn't just put the word black on and just can't say that. I guess
Well,
so.
yeah,
They had to
because
put it
kind of
black and
yeah.
Latinx.
Well, I mean, yeah, everybody in the community kind of made that their own anger and word. That's why they're attacking every other culture behind it.
We'll do one more right
I don't
away.
know, like I need you.
Anti-racist. For some reason, you can't say anti-racism in the federal government.
I feel like
How do they think they're on the right? How do they think they're on the right side? How
no,
is
I
that
think
possible?
no. It's just because they're old.
No, it's in the sector of government. In that section of government, they're not allowed to discuss those words in paperwork, in all these things.
I just think they're old.
Technically, you could get whatever a write up or fired if
Yeah.
apparently by your managers
Yeah, the same way as any other office would be. But then
and by
supervisor
the
would probably come
supervisor
in and be like, "Hey,
or like the I don't know how the government works in terms of stages like a restaurant, but it's just accountability is
the
all it is.
president comes in." He's like, "No, no, no," and then
No, that would
like,
require
"Oh,
him
I'm
doing
sorry,
something.
Mr. President." My gosh, yeah,
I don't think I can say that though because he's done a lot. He has done a lot.
he's done a
You
lot
know
of
what?
changes.
Get to me. I will say Trump has done a lot
Look, I'm just okay.
with the cowboy hat. It doesn't look good.
I was gonna say something else,
Go ahead.
but I'm kind of
Nope. Cut to
afraid.
Jason.
Okay, no, because you said like Trump, he's done a lot. I'm like, you know what? You're right, and you know what? Red is starting to become my favorite color.
Wasn't even a good joke.
Okay, good.
I wish it was a better joke. I
Okay,
don't get
good.
it. I mean, I get it, but it's like you can't say prostitute. Oh, Trump's gonna have trouble with that. He's not gonna be able to handle his own rules. Why prostitute? What the fuck? What does that even have to do with it?
So I wanted to chime in on part two of this whole thing.
Oh yeah,
Um,
back to it.
back to the main man himself again. He just has a way with words. You know, he just knows what to say.
Are we still talking about Trump?
No, a server friend, not Trump.
Just
Trump.
got away with words,
Yeah,
man.
he's got a way. Yeah, the way he just makes sounds, the way his hand
Cut to
moves.
me.
Yeah.
Tesla. You gotta buy your Tesla. Did you
God,
see that
such a
video?
horrifying thing.
Wait, did you not see that video, Deep Dish? You didn't?
What do you have for me, child? I don't know.
I can't believe you're not in the news. He literally. Sorry, we're gonna come back to save your story. He literally did an ad for Tesla at the White House. Did you not see that? He had Elon there. He had 4 or 5 Teslas, and he was going over the Teslas and telling, "Oh, this one's only $40,000. How did you do that?" Asking Elon Musk. And then they sat in the Teslas, and he said, you buy a Tesla."
Because it's the
Literally, it
most
was like an
American-made
infomercial in front
car
of the White
ever.
House. And of course, the Republicans back it up. What's it called? Defend it by saying, "Oh, Obama drove a Jeep one time at the White House. Biden drove a Jeep one time at the White House. You didn't yell at him about it. He didn't have the maker of Jeep there trying to sell them. It was an event with multiple cars. It was an Jeep because they were signing in like a
Major.
environment agreement, and so they had vehicles there. They had electric vehicles there, and one of them was a Jeep. There were multiple things, but it was nowhere near the same. I didn't vote for Biden, by the way, but to say that is
He voted for the other guy.
no. But to pawn it off on like Biden and Obama and Biden is not the same thing at all. They didn't have a little paper there with numbers on how to sell a Tesla. And the people were doing the joke because he was literally saying Tesla the whole time. You gotta buy a Tesla. Anyway, now that we're back again,
It was a great advertisement. Remember, folks, Teslas.
I'm very glad you didn't buy a Tesla last year. Now, I would have put, I would have spray painted racist on your car.
Yeah, and I would have dented your car. It's
Hey,
already
hey, hey! There's no
half-assed done.
evidence of who sprayed your car.
You have cameras everywhere in this house, dude. It's gonna backfire on you eventually. Okay, we have to we have to look at something like, all right, we have to forward this video.
As a warning to everyone, I got cameras. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you didn't do it.
Open that blind. Show them the other one.
Jason's story.
Back to my story. So speaking of which, like I said, the veteran server that we have, bless his soul, he's always kind, but he just has a way with words.
Oh, he's literally a veteran too.
Yeah.
Funny that.
You didn't put two and two together.
I just forget because he doesn't talk about it.
Wait, I mean, I don't know if it was a good time for him or not. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't think so. Yeah, I would say yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he had PTSD of some sort. I know that sounds rude, but
I not to psychoanalyze a coworker, but I think he does in a slight way, just the way he deals with stress.
yeah,
I think he may
yeah,
not in an extreme like flashback situation. There's levels to it. There's it's a spectrum as well as everything
yeah.
else.
Well, I mean, it's the mentality of perfection. You have to run a tight ship. So obviously, with him doing all that service and years of service,
Yeah, when it breaks the ship,
he can't. Yeah, you don't want to be in trouble for breaking a ship, but you also want your teams to uphold that ruling. And since he has a team of servers who don't really do that, you can see why
you
he
son
starts to
of a
fall
bitch! Stop
apart.
cutting to me when I'm yawning.
So you start to see why he falls apart in that mentality. And honestly, I don't blame him on that part. I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right. Because if our job is to make people feel good to eat at a place that they chose to, and we get some money in return for food service and all that, food, drinks, and service, so then yeah, of course, you would want to run a tight ship then. So I don't blame him on that. It's just it doesn't help though that he still kind of blows up though. So speaking of not running a tight ship,
Oh yeah.
apparently somebody did not know how to make sweet tea
Mm-hmm.
for their life. What do you want?
You know, I always have to cut these moments out.
Yeah, I know. As you can see, this dog has been struggling all time, and now she's here, and she's like, I don't know what to do now.
My cat's just chilling.
Okay. Yeah, your cat's being an idiot. Look at him. He's like, "Arr!" The cats can't howl.
That was funny. It was a hurtful place. Cut away from me because I have to yawn.
Back to the commotions, and so we were trying to get this tea thing, and it tasted weird. So we're just like, what the hell's going on here? And so it got to the point that everybody was just so confused that he just took the tea and said, you know what, I'll make a new one. So we dumped it out of the canister that we have it in. I don't think that's the right word. And so we noticed that they probably didn't do it like at the point of the tea being fresh, like when it was just made, because you can see the sugars residue on the bottom.
Mm.
So clearly they started after it already got chilled. And so because of that, that's what we tasted, which was just like light sugar and just pure sugar before we tasted tea. Yep. Yeah, and then so at the very thing of it, we cleaned it out. He was going on to it, and then he was trying to find out who technically did it. And without missing a beat, we found out who it was.
Mm.
And he goes, "Damn, I thought they would have been good at this." And I was like, "No, no, no! Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Okay, she's new. Don't say it like that." And he was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." But I mean, she's been serving for a decade. Didn't she know how to make
Yeah,
tea?
see,
I'm like,
that's the thing.
that's the thing. You gotta
yeah.
say that. That's what you have to say. Yes, she has been a server for a decade.
meant
but
because
we
she's a
don't
server.
know. Yeah,
Not because she's I
not
almost said
because
something bad
and
on
not
purpose.
because not because they love sweet tea or anything like that, man. Look, it's because she has been a server for more than a decade at this point. You gotta start with that, please. You gotta start with that.
I mean, the other guy can't make it because he's from Michigan, so he's like the people in the north can't.
That's a funny too.
Make
Yeah,
sweet
yeah.
tea.
That's, you know what's so funny? That's a side story I wanted to bring up. It's a little snippet too. On the mornings we see in the mornings I had to work with him, and for some reason he was adamant on making all the drinks,
Oh.
the beverages.
And no one else does it right. He does it wrong.
The part that made me laugh. They asked me during the end of my shift because they cut me for dinner. And they're like, "Okay, I'll go home," and they're like, "Did you forget to add the sugar to the tea?" And I was like, "I didn't make the tea." And I was like, "Who did?" And I was like, "It's this guy." And they looked at him and they were like,
Every time, and he refuses to do it differently.
"Yeah," and I'm like, "I don't
What he
know what
does
you
is he fills it
expect."
up. He does the tea thing, right? Puts the
Yeah.
sugar in, and then he's like, "Oh, there's not enough." So he fills this much left of it with water. He adds water to it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen him do it. And then the thing is, like, when I saw
It's
him do
not
it,
in
I
the
was
recipe,
questioning it because there's like sugar in the container next to him. So I'm like, why would you add water
and he didn't
then?
fit. Yeah, he doesn't, and he doesn't finish the sugar.
Yeah, so like, why do you keep leaving that stuff out then? Like, someone's gonna one, it's gonna spill. Two, it's gonna be annoying. And three, if you need more sugar, why not actually use the sugar that's next to you then? Why would you fill it up with more water?
It's insane to me that he refuses to. Like he claims he does all these recipe things, but then he doesn't follow the recipe. I mean, you make the simple syrup. Well, no, I mean, yeah, you make the
Well,
simple syrup. You get the hot water and you put it in the container, and then you pour it in. So you make the simple syrup because we make a lot of tea, dude. It's a lot of syrup to make.
for us, the process is that we wash the tea brew. Obviously, it's made every morning, and it's also made during the break time, which is an hour, technically an hour long. So, like, you have enough time to actually sit there for 5 minutes. 'Cause that's all it takes to brew the tea is 5 minutes. The timer literally tells you it's 5 minutes long. You do that, you already have your sugar, and you pour it in, and you shake, you stir it as you go. It's not that hard to really do because, again, you're talking about hot tea that needs to sit there for 30 minutes. That's why you have to do it at a certain time. And so,
No one knows.
yeah, that's the thing though. It's just nobody does it, and when they do it too late, you just have this sweet water essentially. The tea flavor is gone because it's now poured in sugar. There's sugar residue in the whole damn thing. You okay? Your back itchy?
What the fuck is he doing?
His back is itchy. Go scratch his back. Scratch his back.
I wish I recorded that. He was being so funny. You can't cut to the cat. I knew I should have put a cat cam up. I was just saying that. He just did like this thing. He was like wriggled like this, and he got on his back
His
and he
back was
put his
itchy. He
legs up
needed to
like
scratch it.
this.
Yeah, he's like, come on, guys. I need to scratch my back.
That was so funny.
Come on, guys. Help me out here.
But he's just like staring at the dog right now.
I think it's because he noticed the dog is walking in circles. He doesn't know what to do. I don't know what to do with
You
the
know what?
dog.
Give me 4 seconds. I can make a cat cam real fast. It'll die during the podcast, but it'll be fine.
Oh, gosh. I think she kicks me to the side of the chair. Get your hand off my crotch. Get your fucking hand off my crotch. I like how the cat's already not in the spot and he's walking away. So, look at this cat. He said, I look at the outside door. Are you looking the window? You better be looking the window.
Come here. No, he
Why
doesn't
don't
look at the
why
window.
don't you want us to look outside the window? Look outside the window. No, go look outside the window. He does not want to sit on you. He said, no. This cat does
He said
not
that's
look
gay.
interested at all. Yeah, he's like, I just wanted
It's
to
a
be by the
cat. How is
window.
he gonna look interested?
Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's giving you examples. That's why he stopped. It was an example.
Ow! Ow! Little turd. He ruins everything. I couldn't have a nice time with him because he tried to grab his tail.
You want me to hold your paw? Is that what you wanted all day? Okay.
I've burned myself for the first time.
Okay. Where?
What do you mean? Where? What do
I
you
don't see it.
mean? You get contacts in?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh,
I mean that's it.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Shut up.
That's crazy. I'm sorry.
I've never been burned to this level before. I've been burned as a child. I had a toy airplane. Ow, this kind of shirt's not good. I had a toy airplane, and it was on the stove. It was on the. I was playing with it on the counter and went on the stove somehow. I don't know how I lost track of it. And I went to grab the. It was short. I went to grab the airplane and burned my hand. Ever since then, I've been scared of ovens and all that stuff. And so I've been extra. I was always extra cautious around anything cooking or burning or whatever the case. Don't know what the fuck happened. I was cooking salmon, and
Or you're deep frying that salmon.
because it was like a week and a half old, and so
You're
I
surprised
I
there.
asked the chef in the house. I was like, "Hey, I don't want to waste this because it's a whole. Literally, it's a salmon this big, piece of chunk salmon. I don't want to waste this money, food. I don't want to waste. I hate throwing away food. Um, am I okay to cook this? Smell this." And he was like, "If you cook it right now, you could be fine. And I was like, what am I risking here? Am I risking salmonella or am I risking poo issues? And he said, oh, no, just poo issues. I was like, you know what?
I can live with that.
I can live with that. I'm not going to waste these $10 worth of salmon. This is how much it was. It was like $9.98. So I
Yeah,
start
for like
cooking the salmon.
1/4 of the
Issue is,
salmon
I took it out of
too.
the package and it had slime. It was slimy. So I washed it off. I was washing it off. Issue is, it was still slimy. So I heated up the oil. I took some tongs and I went to put it in the oil. The slippy slime, the tongs just flipped right out the tongs. It went whip. And thus splashing a bunch of oil right onto my arm. I had a towel in my hand, so I quickly wiped off the oil and put it under some warm running water. I only did it for about 2 minutes. I should have done it for like 10. But I only have like 2 little sections that are blistering. So I think I did pretty good. I have a first aid kit. And I don't think there was one here before I lived here. So I just put some burn cream, wrapped it up, and finished cooking the salmon. To wit, I burned the shit out of it, pretty much on purpose, because I was very scared of getting a foodborne illness. Jason came in on me cooking the salmon. He asked what the fuck is happening because I had my arm wrapped up and it smelled like salmon.
It
Smelled like
didn't smell
burned
like
salmon.
salmon. It just smelled like burning oil, and the heat covered the whole house.
And it was not burning.
The smoke was everywhere.
The skin on the salmon was burning.
I
Still ate
heard
it.
I heard him through the door. He went, "Ouch!" And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I opened the door, and I just see him. He's got a bandage, like his arm got severed, and the only keeping it together was the bandage itself.
Come on.
He was like, "I hurt myself," and I was like, "That's crazy, man."
Yeah, that's literally what he said. He said, "Oh man, that's crazy."
Yeah, that's
And then
crazy.
he walked in. I was like, "Thanks, Jason. Thanks for the concern."
Sorry, I worked for 18 hours. My brain really
oil all
isn't
over
there
the
anymore.
floor.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. And he still
My
didn't clean
hand
it
is
up. He
burned.
still didn't clean it up either. You said I'll
course
clean
I
it
did.
up. And then I don't know.
Of course I
He's
did.
being a dick. Yeah, no, I was coming off an 18-hour shift. I had to look at this guy, and I see him, and I just see the smoke, and I'm like, hope everything's okay. And
I know. All you said was, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's what you said. You didn't say any
exactly,
concern.
yeah.
I was like, "Hi, Jason," and you go, "What
Look,
the
I
fuck
said
are you doing?"
I was concerned. I didn't say I expressed it.
Yeah, not in the moment you didn't.
No, not in the moment, no, because I had disgusting Wendy's food. I was scarfing down because I knew I had to wake up again for another morning shift for another 18 hours, and I had to go like, ugh. So I was like, all right, as long as he's
18.
alive.
Hold on, you're exaggerating. We don't have 18-hour days. If you work 10 hours, you work till 11 at night. On like a Thursday, you would never work till 12 at night.
Yeah.
We open at 11. So 10 hours is 11. You're exaggerating. It's not 18-hour days. You'd be working till like 7 in the morning. 18-hour days.
I don't think so. The machine itself said.
I'm doing quick math here, but what's 10 plus 10? I mean, what's 10 plus... No, shit. Hold on. What's 11 in the morning plus 10 hours? It's 11 o'clock, right? No, it's 12 hours. That's Wait a minute. That's even worse. But first of all, math was totally off. Second of all, it's worse for him. 12-hour work is 11 to 11. And on like a Thursday, you maybe be to like 11:30. So you're still okay. Still long days. I'm not saying it's not long days, but it's not. You get working 12-hour days max.
Oh, I don't know what it said, but it registered me at 17 hours. I'm gonna take 17 hours then.
Per
That
week.
means I worked 17 hours.
Per week, Jason.
No, it means I worked for 13 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay,
straight.
okay. Didn't mean to cut you off there. Just like, wait, I was like 8, and then he used to, because what threw me off, you said, and another 18 the next day. I'm like,
Yeah, because the same
that's
thing.
not,
I had to leave. Yeah.
it's not working out.
Oh, okay.
You came home at 11:10. It's like, wait a minute.
No, I came home at 12.
Okay, whatever. Something like that.
Well, yeah, because I got home at 1, and then I had to go shower and get done, and then I saw it 2.
So the end of the story, yes, I almost shit myself, but I didn't get sick. I was very worried too because the next day is when I was doing my manager meal. So I was like, if I make myself sick and I can't come in for that one, I'm gonna, and I burn myself. Oh my god, just throw it
still
away.
know it makes you laugh because I can tell they get annoyed that I eat there sometimes. Like when I get cut, and they're like, "Okay, you gonna go?" I'm like, "No, actually, no, I'm gonna."
Yeah,
sit down and
why
eat."
eat? Why are they annoyed? Like you like eating there? How is that a problem?
And like the funny part that makes me laugh, I'm like, you never gave me a shift meal. I hope you know that I'm always only ordering because I don't know what the fuck the food tastes.
Yeah.
Okay, the servers don't mind because I'm obviously I give them the 20% without the discount we get.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm not
They
gonna
do it.
jip them on this fucking free table they're getting.
Every week now. Why are you not getting this out of your vernacular?
What?
You just don't even. You just said it. 3 weeks in a row, you said the word gypped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Did you roll your eyes every single
I'm not gonna get it
time?
out of my system. Then my bad. Yeah. Sorry, I lived with the word for 25 years and only finding out that the word is incorrect outside of Florida.
Yeah, but don't roll your eyes whenever I tell you about it. That's the only thing.
No, fuck you.
No.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Look at me every time like I don't say
out.
anything every time. Why do you look at me every time like you're like? You're waiting for me to do it 0.4 seconds after he said it. Because
it did, yeah, because
we're
he
on a
was confused.
podcast. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna cut him off every story, like he does to me. Wait. Were you there in the meeting? Yes, I was there in the meeting. Yes, I told the story. Yes, I'm still upset about it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Sorry, what were you even saying?
I forgot myself. Oh yeah, yeah. No, like it's weird because I sit there, and it's not like I'm underdressed. I'm not wearing anything ugly. I'm wearing
And what would
all
you not
black
do to the waiters
uniform.
about their money?
You know, and I'm not. I'm gonna
A
pay them
synonym,
20%. Obviously, I'm not
Because
gonna
you
cheat
wouldn't
them
do
out
what?
of a
Cheap.
table.
Thank you. I thought you were gonna. This is gonna be really bad. I swear to God, I'm not even making the joke. I thought you were about to say like Jewish or something. I thought you were about to say I'm not gonna Jew them out of it.
I'm gonna Jew them out of the.
That's so bad. Because you've called me Jewish
just as
before.
bad.
Which,
That's
by
too
the way,
funny. I'm
coming
gonna
from
Jew them out of a system. Okay.
I thought you were about to say that. Like, why do people keep calling me Jewish? Why do people keep calling me Jewish?
Because your hat already makes you look like that. I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
Pull
That's
the
where they
hat
wear their
back.
hats.
Yeah. That's how Amish
No,
people
because they wear the hat in the back. Jew.
Well, Yamaka, take
It's a
the hat off and put your hand over there,
Yeah.
and it looks just like it.
Yeah. No, but that's where they wear their hat. Is what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see where the hat is? Do you see where the center hat? Yes. Fine. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah. You just
Please.
put your head over
Oh,
this. Yeah.
I thought this came off, and I was about to just go.
Head. No, just grab the coaster.
I know.
Hey, just grab the coaster and put it on the back of your head.
That's a bit offensive, Jason.
Okay. Yeah.
Like what? Was my hair messed up?
That's fucked up, damn. He said you can't fix that. Just put it back on.
I didn't shower this morning. I'm gonna shower for the podcast.
Ew.
I showered last night. Shut the fuck up.
That's disgusting.
We
We need to shame this man.
What was I even fucking talking about? Oh yeah. Why does everyone call me Jewish?
Part of the beard that you had for like a good couple of months. It was like super.
Oh,
long,
really?
Super grody. Yeah.
Don't say grody. It was curly. It was clean. I mean, not like I didn't wash my fucking beard.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
I don't know either. That's nasty. I saw pink in there. Ugh. That's disgusting.
I like how hard that pee was in that pink.
Why?
Speaking of Amish,
Yeah,
we had some either Mennonite or Amish people at the restaurant a few months ago, and it was very interesting because it was not entirely. So I'm wondering what sort of coalition they were having. What did you say?
They were selective.
Okay. But anyway, there is obvious that they were Mennonite or Amish, and one of the runners. Oh, hold on a second.
He's Amish.
So okay, so one of the runners. She.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She. Okay. So to describe her in a few words. She's very young, which is important because that's part of her personality, the way she does stuff.
Yeah.
And she's very quick. Like that's one of the reasons those chefs like her so much. She's very fast. She almost literally runs. Has never run into anybody that I've seen.
No, she does her job well, and that's the one thing I like. She's cute and ditzy, but she's super smart about everything about it.
She's not ditzy.
No, it's that young personality.
She's gonna be a lawyer. She's not ditzy at all.
Yeah, she acts cute and ditzy. You can be cute and ditzy and still be smart.
I think we have different definitions of ditzy then. How would you
Yeah, clearly.
define ditzy?
You see, like literally leaving her station to go gossip about what she's gonna do tonight on her date with
Oh yeah, I wouldn't call
5 of
it.
the servers,
I wouldn't call it ditzy.
and then continuing by doing hand movements and then showing about how happy and excited she is. Obviously, she's trying to be colorful about it, which is a good thing. Obviously, at her age, she needs to experience all this stuff, which is about the journey. She is going to be a lawyer, which I really do applaud her for doing, and she shows her
Constitutional
intelligence.
lawyer.
Yeah, and I'm happy about it because she shows her intelligence.
We'll
She
need
just
more of
doesn't walk
those
around with it.
in the coming years.
Yeah.
Good time to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that wasn't the point of what I was saying. So, good description. She walks up to the table where she's doing something, and one of the Amish young men gets up and asks her, or is obviously looking for the restroom. So she goes, "You're looking for the restroom? You can follow me." And then she bolts it to the restroom, and he doesn't understand. Like he's like, "Oh," and he starts sprinting with her. And as they're passing, almost with a Doppler effect, I hear him go, "Oh, you walk fast."
Oh, you walk fast.
And he said it so. He just said it so matter of factly. He goes, "Oh, you walk fast," as they're speed walking by.
Speed walker she is, huh? Wowzers. Huh. Wow.
And then she
never mind.
I didn't miss what she said. She heard him, and then he like she had to. Okay, what happened? Because I'm not gonna miss it. What happened?
No, I was gonna say. I said, wowzers. She's like, don't say that. And I was like, okay, fine then. Wow, this one's fat. Oh, wait.
I don't get it.
No, it's for me. Because I know who she is. And I was like, let me not say that out loud.
Okay. I don't understand, but whatever. Great moment to cut to me about 2 seconds earlier.
Because I didn't want to ask, like, was he white? Because this joke would have gone really
he was
south
white.
then. Okay, cool. My joke would have gone really south
Have you-
then.
I've never seen Amish
by
of
the
another race.
statement. Yeah, black Amish.
I've never seen.
I mean,
seen
they're
Amish.
technically kind of isolated because
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how they kind of perceive the color over there,
Are they all
but
isolated?
they were kind of chill for the most part.
Should I Google that? Should that be my search history?
Yeah.
This is
They're
why I need you
colored
to have the
Amish.
computer like on you, so you could be the Jamie to our Joe Rogan.
Just Googling everything.
It's not the same.
It is the same. Yeah, he's just. I mean, we're
Pull
not
it
gonna
up.
show him though. That's the difference. We're not showing him.
Pull it up, Jamie.
So.
Pull it up, deep dish. Please don't.
Okay, never
Please
mind then.
don't,
Never
no,
mind.
just
Okay, we're
please
done
don't.
here. We're done here. I'll Google it. I'll add it to my
No.
search history.
Anyway, no, and then so she literally as
The
he was.
Amish, are they colored?
That's the title of the podcast. Jason named the podcast finally. Fuck. All right. Fuck.
Can I say something? Can I say something first? Hold on.
Yeah.
I just Googled it and AI Google just said, yeah, there are blacks in this. And I was like, wow.
S?
No.
At least you were PC about it.
Yes,
PC?
there. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
let's
There you go.
see.
There. No,
NAACP
it just changed it. It just changed it.
NAA, National Advancement Association of Colored People, right? Yeah, so colored people is PC. Would you stop cutting? I'm talking right now. I'm talking at the moment. And you're on.
Oh,
Facebook
wait.
with the phone.
I need to. Yeah, hold on.
What was the answer?
Oh,
I don't trust the
it's
AI.
kinda, yeah, no. It's kind of 50-50. It says, even though there are technically, yes,
Well,
black
if it's
Amish.
50, then the answer is yes.
He said, yeah, while the term black Amish might be used, it is more accurate to refer to them as black, how do you say that? Minorities?
Mennonites.
Mennonites.
So
Thank
they
you.
do exist. Okay.
Yeah, as they're part of the Mennonites.
I didn't say they didn't
tradition,
exist. I was just saying I had never seen a different
But-
race, Amish, Mennonite, and slash. They're not the same.
Exactly.
And
it's not
so,
one to one, though.
I was saying that was interesting.
So then, would that still kind of say that there are no Amish?
I'm saying there is, but basically PC is to say Mennonite almost. Not really. They're different. They're slightly different.
That's what I mean. Like, there is a slight difference to them. But you know how it is. When
I think
it
it's like
comes
saying
to-
Christian and Catholic.
I was gonna say, but even then, like a Catholic and a Christian was still trying to find a way to separate themselves because
Especially
of
the
that.
Catholics.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Are you Catholic? Yeah,
didn't
but
know?
you're not practicing. Huh? You believe in God?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Jesus Christ. I believe in him too. Yeah.
Are you being serious? Are you being serious? I didn't know you believe in God.
Joseph was my main man. He did a lot of good things.
'Cause I thought you were smart. Haha, ding ding. Sorry,
Oh wow,
that was a joke.
that's a stupid. That was a stupid joke.
Just
That was
because
weird.
it was a bet against you. It's just a joke. Come on, you can't make jokes anymore, says Elon Musk.
No, you can make jokes. You just gotta learn how to say them.
That's been the point for the last 10 years.
Okay.
And no
Yeah,
one's understood
exactly.
that.
Yeah, it's been literally the point. Every comedian has been going through
I
that
know.
issue.
I knew you said you kept saying you were Catholic and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, but when was the last time you were at mass?
Yeah, mass on Sundays are always something.
Oh fuck.
Do you go to Wednesday church or do you go to Saturday?
That was another reason that I suggested Sunday mornings because we're all off and no one does church, supposedly. So you
well,
do church.
I actually technically speaking.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's a good phrase.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that might be
and-
the clean title of the podcast. I don't go to church religiously.
Yeah. Then technically speaking, I actually gave up my Sunday churches to be here.
You never go. I've never seen you in a you would set on fire if you set in front of church. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I go to online mass.
What?
It starts from 12 to 2. Yeah, churches have online because
You
they
got
know
14
that not
minutes.
everybody can come in. Yeah. Well, sadly, the past. It's only 12. Shut up. You like spending time with us. Don't act like that.
Yeah, come on. Speaking of which,
Oh, fuck. I said your name. I just realized that.
oh,
Put it in.
hey! Don't no. You stand up. You get the cat. That's your
My
punishment.
dog right here. She finally fell asleep. You can hear her
There's
snoring.
no what? There's no dog. Holy shit! Oh my god. Get punishment. Come on. You have to do it on
If I
camera.
throw it up there, would it
No,
work?
on camera. You already did that once. Land it down there. Is the quarter still down there? Oh, I forget. It hit me in the head, so I forget. Anyway, to end the story, when he said, "Oh, you walk fast," she looked. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," because she just walks. She doesn't realize. So she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and laughs. And we meet eyes like this, Jason. And she goes like that. And I'll go as we meet eyes as she walked because she had to slow down for him to catch up. Because I think I saw him do this at one point. Like he was. Why are your feet up?
Fucking kicking me.
Anyway, we're on a tight schedule today because I have to go walk for a long time. So we're gonna end it there on that.
Okay, good. Why do you always bring? Stop adding. Fucked up.
Okay, bye. Ew.
Could you
I saw that one.
could you actually imagine finding a?
His own.
You know what? I'm not gonna finish this joke. I'm not gonna finish this joke.
I'm gonna have to blur that too. That's the same thing.
I'm gonna keep that joke to myself.
I'm gonna blur all of this.
Actually,
I said
I'm gonna
bye.
whisper it.
We have to cut. We don't cut away when the bye.
You think if they should the fight would have started? He would have.
That was Jewish again.
I know.
Keep doing that.
I just my brain was like, that's a Jewish word. Like, we don't know any Amish words at the beginning with my good man. I was like, oh yeah, you're right.